Hey, everybody. Today we are talking about something that people ask me about all of the time, which is how to ditch your niche. What does that even mean? Well, we know how I feel about niching, finding a niche in your business or niche, depending on how you say it, to be really specific to the target market that you go after. But what happens if you want to change your niche? What happens if you want to reach a different target market? How do you navigate that? How do you change things over? That's what we're talking about today. Stick around. You're listening to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast.
Welcome to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast. And now your host, Meliss-Ep.
All right, so it is very important that you focus on one target market in your business until you reach that $250,000 mark. $250,000 a year as your income. You can reach that by just having one specific target market, and it's the easiest and fastest way to scale your business. So if you have tons of target markets and you help everyone, believe me, you're going to struggle your way up that hill to success. So focus, pick one target market that you can go after and then go full force. And you will see that you can scale quickly and your profits will skyrocket. But what happens if you are changing your niche? Either the one that you have currently is too broad, so you want to get even more specific, or what you've been doing just isn't really working with you. You don't feel like you're in alignment, or just something is off and you know that you could do a better job of serving a different type of person. This happens a lot in business, especially as you grow. You test out the waters and you see what's working and what's not working. And sometimes you have great clients, and those great clients are the reason why you want to help those types of people, because you've helped them. They've reached a lot of success and you're thinking to yourself, wow, if I can help that type of person reach that much success, I bet I can help all of the people that are similar to that person reach that type of success. And so if you've found that gold mine of success, you want to continue on that path. But what happens if you are helping someone else? Well, this exactly happened to me. I've been in business for a little over 5 years. I've always helped the health and wellness field, and I also had bakeries on my client accounts, and I just thought that was the best thing ever, right? I have people who are helping people get thin and fit, and I have people that are helping people get plump and happy. And the bakeries with the cookies and the sweets and the cakes, and then the health coaches. But it wasn't just that. I was helping larger audience when I said health and wellness, because I meant functional medicine doctors. And that also meant acupuncturists and orthodontists and chiropractors and health coaches. And you know what? That was just too broad. It worked for a little bit, but after a while, I got tired. I wasn't able to bring on as many clients because I had to reinvent the wheel every single time a different client came into my agency. If I was helping a bakery, it was one strategy. If I was helping orthodontists, it was another strategy. If I was helping health coaches, it was a completely different strategy. And so every time a new client came on, I had to hire 2 new team members, and then all my profits were going to pay the team. So I had a really successful business on the outside, tons of clients, managing tons of ad spend budget and Facebook ads, and running everybody's organic marketing and posting on their social media and doing all the strategy and leading the team and just reinventing the wheel for every industry that came in the door. And it got to a point where I had to bring on more and more team members in order to bring on more and more clients. The profits weren't there, and eventually I had to say goodbye to my team in order to just stay afloat financially. Do you get so discouraged without the support that you need when it comes to attracting clients and filling your programs? My new program is going to solve that without breaking the bank. For a limited time, you can join my Acceleration Club and gain instant access to my 3 best-selling courses: How to Build a Killer Content Calendar, List Building Brilliance, and the Funnel Formula. Plus, you get bi-weekly support from me for the rest of the year with our acceleration calls. Visit go.melissmarketing.com/acceleration right now. And that's where I made the big shift in my business. And I went even deeper into the health and wellness field, and I niched down even more to help coaches and healers. Health coaches, life coaches, spiritual healers, energy healers, but it was more niched down. Anyone building an online personal brand service-based business. No more brick and mortar, no more yoga studios. Every single person was coming to my door needing a completely different strategy, and it was taking so much out of me and so much time that I found myself working around the clock and managing a huge team and not having the money to show for it. So I switched my niche and I pivoted a little bit, and it felt like the best thing ever. I was in such alignment. I knew I was helping the people that I wanted to help most. I knew that I was doing a really great job, and everyone that was coming into my door needed the same or similar strategy. So I wasn't reinventing the wheel, which means I was able to just do the same thing again and again and again. When I teach my students, I compare this to working at Subway, a sandwich shop here that we have, where there's an assembly line and there's one person that puts the lettuce on the sandwich, and then they move the sandwich over to the next person. And that next person puts the tomatoes on and the cheese, and they move it on to the next person, and the next person puts the protein on and they move it on to the next person. And that way each person is staying in their lane, and all they need to do is put the cheese on and put the cheese on and put the cheese on and move the sandwich over. And that is what I did in my business. The strategy is the same, so everyone that came in the door was getting the same amazing strategy and the same amazing results. And I didn't have to train millions and millions of people to take on all of these clients because everyone on my team was staying in their lane and working on what they did best. It was a beautiful thing. But I had an email list of thousands and thousands of people that fit my old niche, bakeries, and everyone in that wide spectrum of health and wellness. So when it was time to switch my niche and pivot, I also had to ditch my niche, the previous one. And the way to do it is really simple. A lot of people overthink this. They think, oh my gosh, I have thousands of emails. I don't know what to do. How do I say goodbye to these people? Or maybe your pricing has changed and you're like, oh no, I'm going to lose so many people and I don't want to scare people away and this and this and that. Listen, it is really simple to ditch your niche. All you got to do is write an email to your subscribers and show up authentically and just tell them what's up and say, hey guys, I have shifted who I help and I've changed the way that I run my business. So moving forward, these are the people that I help. These are the people that I'm looking for. And if you know anyone, please send them my way. And if you no longer fit into this bucket of people that I help, I wish you well. Maybe you can offer some resources or different people that do help those types of people, and you can head them in that direction and just say thank you so much for being a supporter of mine all these years. And I really appreciate it. But my business is moving in this new direction. And it is that simple, guys. Really simple to ditch your niche. Also, on your social media content, all you got to do is start posting about what you want to talk about from now moving forward. And you can change your niche up whenever you want to. You can always pivot and change. Think of your business as a living, breathing entity. It is changing, it is evolving, it is moving in the direction that you get to decide. Why? Because you're the entrepreneur, which means it's your business, which means you're your own boss, which means you set the rules. So don't feel stunted in your growth or like you're being held back because somebody else is going to get hurt in this decision. Instead, show up as the leader, tell them which direction you're going at, and send the people who no longer fit on their way in a positive direction. I don't say write an email and be very obnoxious. Hey guys, you don't fit here, get the F out. But you can be very kind and courteous and just guide them in a journey that is more appropriate to them because your journey has taken you a different way. And allow yourself the permission and the freedom to make these types of changes in your business. Because when something is out of alignment, the whole operation does not work. In fact, when I was out of alignment serving bakeries and everyone in the health and wellness industry, after a while, I couldn't support myself because all of my income was going to my team. And then I wasn't able to sign a client for a full 8 months. 8 months in my business, I didn't have a new client come through the door. That is not a viable business. But as soon as I shifted, I felt so much more balanced, so much more in alignment. And you know what happened? Boom, 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 selling out every single program I offered. And every time the doors opened, there was a wait list and I had to do it again. So I encourage you to take this as your inspiration to find what feels good for you. Let everyone know, be authentic, and just go in the direction that you want to move in. At the end of the day, no one calls the shots but you. So set what feels good for you and move through this with the inspiration that you can offer others. Ditch your niche, feel in alignment, and watch the money flow in. Okay, hope this helps, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast at www.marketingtipswithmeliss.com.
Hey, coaches and healers, it's time to feel supported in your business. Head on over to our free community to get access to my best resources for free. I'm talking marketing tips, business strategy, feedback, and so much more. Join now at magneticmarketingmastermind.com. See you there.